number one Arsenal fan. And on Footie Central today, we have the number one hype man in Lagos, in the whole of Lagos, known from the east to the west to the south to the north of Lagos, everywhere. Karlito Adrenaline. Welcome to our live.
Yeah.
This is the first live, by the way, and
Oh man.
I'm glad to have you as my first guest. Let me message the guys to come and join the live so that they can see us banter in real time. Hold on,
Yeah,
bro.
it's a pleasure. It's such a pleasure being here. Footie Central, like I see what you do and I love it, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me, man.
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome, bro. So today, basically, we are going to be talking football. We are going to be talking Arsenal. We're talking Manchester United and everything that has been going on in the EPL. We'll also talk about the games this weekend. But yeah, let's start with Manchester United. Since you're a Manchester United fan, and I know you're a very passionate Manchester United fan, we are in the same group. I see that every time I say one small thing about Manchester United, you always jump on me and just want to attack me and just look for a way to. What do you think about how Manchester United has been doing lately? Let's say in the last 3-4
Lately,
games.
I wouldn't say my. We score goals. We just need to have that concentration. And the fact that our wing backs, we are not really consistent with our wing backs because of we don't know. Sometimes we'll start Dogu. When we start Dogu, we'll regret starting Dogu. We'll be like, we should have started Dalot. We'll start Dalo. He will do wrong. We'll not be like, we should have started Dogu. So I feel like, and the injury problems now with Delete, Maguire, and everything. Euro is somewhere in a place in his career where his head is not really there. From the way I'm seeing Lenny Euro, his head is not really there right now. He lets that one mistake affect him. But shout out to Mr. Mount. He's such a system player and he's doing really great. I will not say we are doing great. I will not say
So
we are
what do you
doing
think
great
you guys
because
need to what do you think you guys need to do to get better, to improve as a team? Because I won't lie to you, the last game I saw let's just forget that it's Wolves, right?
I
Wolves, they are
enjoy
not
that
really a
game.
good team. What?
Yes, because I not really enjoy the game.
You didn't enjoy the game, but Manchester United in the second half were much better. I saw like an improvement, especially in the movement of the ball and how you guys attacked. I know Wolves were kind of naive. They
Yes.
they didn't try to defend their box. They were just like it was as if they didn't respect you guys, and you guys put them to
Yeah.
the sword, which I think was a good thing for Amorim's team, and it will help build momentum for the next game. So
So
from that, what do you think you guys can build on to continue with that good form?
I feel like we should learn how to take our chances. You know,
Okay.
even Bruno Fernandes goal, the first goal. Like when I saw Cunha get the ball, beat the defender, I expected him to shoot. But even the way he passed the ball, you could see that he isn't the Cunha that we used to watch in Wolves. Because the Cunha that we used to watch in Wolves would have shot the ball, would have tried to score. But even the pass he passed was quite sloppy. You know that like that kind of pass, the kind of pass where you just lay it off for your player to hit it once. But he played it. I think he played it behind Bruno. Bruno just managed to shoot the ball, and I feel like team, that ball is not going to be a goal, first of all. So
Okay.
Man United, we have this habit of wanting to start playing when the moment they scores. During Ferguson's time, we used to be a very great team. We put teams
Yes.
to the sword, and then second half, you can put in players like Shelesi, players that are trying to talk about, players that are trying to get minutes from the academy. Amorim is not getting it right, and if I was a player in the academy, I don't think I want to be in Manchester United. I'm sorry to say, I'm just an honest Man United because like you're winning 4-1 already. Give the boys some minutes. Like now, Mbeumo, Ahmad, and Masraoui will be going for AFCON. You now start putting him to put pressure on him. Blood him in, like give him some minutes right now. So the team needs a lot. We need wing backs that can play the system. Then we also need a DM to help Casemiro.
Okay. So basically, you are saying you guys need to go into the market again in January.
We need wing backs that understand the system, that are consistent, especially with
Mm.
Masraoui going. And I feel like Masraoui has been really better in the right centre back position. I don't
I've
really
always,
enjoy him at
I've
that
always
right
felt
wing.
like, I've always felt like Mazraoui is one of your best players. Actually, I don't know why he doesn't start games. Maybe injury.
Yeah, he just came back, but like that right wing back role, like I don't really think he's too suitable for that right wing back role like that anymore.
Okay. So
So,
this weekend, you guys play Bournemouth this weekend. How do you think that will go?
man, to be honest, watching my United games, you can't really predict how it will go. You don't know the team you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to get. So,
You
I mean,
and you guys are playing at home.
obviously, when you see the lineup, you have a little bit of idea when you go to like when you see the lineup. But if I see Messi Mount in the lineup, I'll have a little bit of hope.
You have a little
But
bit of
our
hope.
set,
So who would you like to see aside from Mason Mount? Who would you like to see that will make you feel like, okay, this game we can get 3 points, we can get a result.
I mean, I'm enjoying the Mbeumo and Ahmad partnership on the right.
Yeah, that's a good partnership.
I'm enjoying it. What scares me now is our center back pairing. I don't know who is going to be center back position. I mean, I like it in heaven. We got him from you guys. I
Okay,
like
so
him, but I feel
basically,
like
go on.
I miss, I miss the elites. I miss the elites. But
Uh,
thank God, Licha is back, and Luke Shaw has been prolific this season. I can't even lie. So
okay. So
let's
basically,
just
what
help,
what are you? What was your prediction for the game?
man. Ha. I know that they will score Man U. They will score us. They're going.
You know what you want to know my opinion. I think you guys are getting slapped. Bournemouth, they will slap you guys at home, 100%.
Let's see. I can't. I'm not making mouth. I watch. My coach is the kind of coach where you can already predict what he has in store. And obviously, the injury problems have been affecting us too, like other teams. So let's see. But since it's home, but from what they played against Wolves, I don't know. I believe. I pray we get a good result. I
Okay,
pray
I
we
have
get
one
a
more
good result.
question for you. Do you think Amorim is the man to take you guys forward?
So you're an Arsenal fan, yeah?
Yeah,
How long has Arteta been coach?
Ateta has been manager of Arsenal for 6 years now.
What has he won?
One FA Cup and two Community Shields, which you guys don't count as trophies, but me, I count it as trophies. But yeah,
Okay. So what I'm saying now is that do you think in a club like Man United, a coach that has just won one FA Cup and two Community Shields will still be the coach?
so what I think is times are different. Times are not like it used to be.
And clubs are different too.
Yeah, people are a club like Manchester United. You guys are used to winning. You guys have been winning league titles, Champions Leagues, and then suddenly everything just came to a pause, and you are now struggling with managers, struggling with players that are not good enough, and all that. But what I feel, if you are comparing it with Arsenal, is Arsenal saw that, okay, we need to start from the bottom again. We need to rebuild. and who is going to do that for us? Let's try with Arteta. And luckily for Arteta, he won an FA Cup in his first season. The next 2 seasons were not so good. But once the club started pumping in money into the project, they started seeing results of him finishing second, competing for the league. Now, the only thing that is left for Arteta is to get over the line and actually win a trophy. For Amorim,
Okay.
my issue with Amorim is I've not seen a style of play that fits the players that he has. I've not seen a style of play that fits the players that he has.
I feel like you
He's
should go
very
back to.
stubborn.
I feel like you should go to a 4-3-3.
I really don't know
But
what he wants to do, but whatever he wants to
try
do,
to not let him.
I feel like he should play to the strength of his players. You can't put a player that can't play wing back and put him there and expect him to perform. It's going to be difficult. So this is what I think the problem is with Manchester United. You sign players that do not fit the system of the manager, and the manager has been there now for how many seasons? This is the second season, right?
He came in He came in November last year.
So he should have started getting things right. He should have started getting the right players for the team.
But
Basically, I
you
feel
know,
like
he flushed out some players too in August. So we have not really replaced everybody. I mean,
yeah,
we
that would
have.
take time. That
So
would take time. That would take time. You
he's
guys,
stubborn, but
you guys need to give him time to build what he wants to build. But for me, I'm not seeing the blueprint here. I'm not seeing that foundation here that okay, this guy is going to do. This is what this guy is trying to do. I mean, from the first few months of Arteta's football, I already knew that Arteta is going to be this kind of manager. He's going to, you know. But for Amorim, I'm not really sure
and
what
he,
he's
has,
trying to play.
and he hasn't still won the league, but he's still one of the best managers.
You
I
feel
feel
like
like
Arteta is one of the best managers.
no, he's one of the best managers, but he has not won the league, in like 6 seasons, and he's always coming close. So
Yeah, so
I
that's
believe
what he needs to do. He
believe in
needs to get
Amorim.
over the line.
Amorim has gotten into a final. Just that it did not work out well. Our past few coaches, they've been winning trophies, even if they've not won the league. They've been winning Europa Leagues, they've been winning FA Cups, they've been winning Carabao Cups. So I feel like those players they still have that winning belief, but they just needed to be consistent. Those
Okay.
players can be consistent. Amorim is a great coach if he can do what he wants to do, if they let him do what he wants to do. Because look at Xabi Alonso. Would you call him a bad coach because of what's happening in Madrid?
I don't
He's
think
just a
Xabi Alonso is a bad manager. I think he's a good
he's
manager.
just a victim of ego from the players. Madrid are not system players, but that's a conversation for another day. So I believe that Man
But
United will be promoted.
what I don't think there are player egos right now going on in Manchester United. The only player probably with an ego would probably be Bruno Fernandes. So I
Yeah.
don't think Amorim is dealing with player ego. What I
Well,
think
yeah,
he's dealing with is players not fitting into his system of play. Basically, that's what I think. All right,
yeah.
that's good. So you feel like Manchester United will win this weekend?
Man, if we don't win, we are going to draw. I trust that team. I trust my team.
What's your score prediction?
Man, I need to do better, but I don't know. They'll score. I'll, I'll say 2-1. We'll beat one more 2-1.
Okay. Who do you think wins the league this season?
Man City.
Manchester City.
Yeah, I was believing in you guys before, but I'll go with Man City. I stand to be
Boys,
corrected.
but it's just December now.
But it's 2 points. Usually you guys start losing grip of the league in January. But this season, you guys have already lost it in December. Man
You
City, they
guys
always
say,
pick form. Man City
yeah,
always picks form in January.
but you guys said that leagues are not won in November or December. But now you've given up on us in November.
I've given up because you guys are serial butlers. Now, the leagues that you guys did not win, you guys were top in January now. Yes. You guys used to be top. New Year's, thinking everything is set, only for Man City to come and peep you guys to the title. You know,
But you can't compare the Arsenal teams of then to this particular Arsenal team.
but the league has changed this season. You know, people are saying everybody is losing. I just feel like everybody has improved in a type of way because my team can be 13th now and they win one match and they are fit. That's how
Yes, that's
crazy.
because
That's how
I think that's because there are stronger teams in mid-table, teams like Brighton, teams like Brentford, Nottingham Forest. They can give you problems. Sunderland,
it
they
was
can
like look
take
at
points
that
off.
Man City one game. Like that's Man City that beat Madrid, man. That's Man City. Like so anything can happen. The fact that Arsenal is top does not mean they will win the league. I mean, you guys are suffering with your own injury crisis and all, but when Man City kicks gear like this, but the form you guys have been on this season, I'm not against you guys winning it, but let me go against Arsenal.
Yeah, just
Let me go for
it's
Man.
just your preference and your agenda. You want to push
I
your
want you,
agenda.
I want you guys to win the league, but
You want Arsenal to
let me.
win the league.
Yes, my popsy was an Arsenal fan. Like he did not see Arsenal win league for years till he died. So if I was an Arsenal fan before too, I left when Thierry Henry left.
Have you guys heard?
Yes, I
Karlito
left.
was an Arsenal fan.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
a proud Arsenal fan. I used to read Arsenal magazines and everything. No, so I left when Thierry Henry left. I'm happy that you guys are doing well now, but a good coach would have been able to capitalize on the second place finishes and won one or two
So you
by
don't think
now.
Ateta is good enough to win the league?
I don't know. It's good enough, but I just feel like you guys are still missing something. But if everybody comes back and everybody eats, oh my god, you guys are one hell of a team. Can't even lie. You guys are one hell of a
Okay.
team. But if you guys win the
Okay.
league, guys,
Let's talk about Chelsea.
mm, inconsistency. You don't
So
know.
after the 1-1 win against Arsenal, they've been
Oh,
beating their chest and saying they are going to compete for the league and win the league and whatever. What do you think about Chelsea as a team?
so Chelsea, they are a young squad that is really good. I love, I love their recruitment, and I love the way they are able to comply with profit and sustainability rules. It's not really easy making money off players. Like my club, Man United, we suck at signing players and selling them. We sell at a very ridiculous price. But Chelsea, they have this way of Chelsea, they have this. So I'm talking to you now. You're saying I've confessed to being a former Arsenal fan.
I have to
See,
let people know that.
I was good. So yeah, so Chelsea like they have this young squad, but I feel like their over reliance on Cole is affecting them.
Hmm.
You know, they
Okay.
don't have they don't have they don't have players that can say like especially their wingers. Pedro Neto has to be their best winger, but he has his off days too. They have Esteval, who today they say is better than Yamal. Tomorrow he doesn't do anything. Gittins, I don't really understand him as a player, man. Then
Okay.
Garnacho, that Garnacho, like to be honest, Garnacho has not really impressed me since he went to Chelsea. He wasn't he
Okay.
wasn't this he wasn't this bad in Man United. I feel like one of their
Okay.
problems is the coach rotates the players too much. And so players don't really get that run of starting. Some players have to be starting every week. Although if you're not playing well too, that squad is a big squad. They bench you. Their defense too has been another problem. So many
Yeah.
different combinations, and you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, they can beat back at 3-0, but they'll still lose to a Sunderland. So with Chelsea, you don't know
Okay.
what you're going to. You don't know if you're going to get the Club World Cup Chelsea or the Chelsea that can lose, the Chelsea that gets red card anyhow and loses their head.
Against the
Yeah,
small teams.
but I don't see them. I don't see them being contenders. And their strikers. Their strikers. I mean, they complained about Jackson, but I don't think Jackson was as bad as Joao Pedro and Liam Delap. If I'm being
So
honest,
do you think their players are overrated?
I will not say their players are rated because in Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, They have two of the best midfielders. Not the best, but like they are up there. Do you understand? Up there with the Declan Rice, the Rock, the Bruno Fernandes. So I just feel like if they can be consistent, it will be a great thing because you don't know what you're going to get with Chelsea. You don't know. Their
So,
strikers.
so the problem with them being consistent is they have too many young players. And when it comes to
Yes.
young players are not, they don't have that, they are not consistent. When you have too many young players in your squad, that consistency will not be there. And then they are not as experienced as the other teams. Like they lack experience in these games where they need to win or something. Do you understand? So I think that is the issue with Chelsea. They have too many young players. One, those players will not be consistent throughout the season. And their coach, their manager has to rotate because you can't play some of their best players are injury prone. Example, Reece James, Fofana,
Yes.
they are injury prone players. And you can't
Palmer.
play them in, week out. You have to rest them, you have to give them time to recuperate and be ready for the next game. And I think this affects them in so many ways. And then the replacement they have for those players, I don't think they are good enough. I've told Chelsea fans that their defense is not good enough when there is no Fofana and there is no Reece James. Look, for example, now, if Arsenal lose Gabriel and Saliba, there is
No,
Musquera and Nkape to come in.
yeah,
You get,
you guys make fantastic recruitment in the centre back positions. It's
yeah,
just that those and Kera, they just have to try and build rhythm because going along,
yeah,
they will seem to win a lot of games too because normally, yes. So one of the reasons why you guys always falter in the league is because of you guys lose Gabriel and Saliba different times of the season. Affects you guys, but now you guys have backup. You guys have players that like have won. Like Nkapi has won the league with Leverkusen, you know. And Mosquera is
yeah,
a young boy.
yeah, yeah. So we have
Like you,
more depth, basically. We have
you guys
quality
have got,
depth.
yes, quality depth. So
And that is what Chelsea is lacking in their defense, especially because when you lose Fofana and Rich James, the players that are coming to replace
like
them are not up to
Chaloba,
par.
Chaloba, Tosin, man.
No, I don't think they are good enough. I don't even think Tosin is good enough. But yeah,
But
Karlito
if
is
this guy
been
was there, if Levi Coley was there, man, that
yeah,
boy is a very good center.
If Leverkusen was there, it would have been a different story. I think if Leverkusen was there and Fofana was able to stay fit, I think Chelsea would have competed for the league, right? That's what I think basically. But without those guys, I think it would be difficult for them to compete. They are inconsistent and their backup players are not really
But,
good enough. So for
but, they,
me, I think I think they finished top five at most.
but they might do well in Europe, sha. I feel like they
Yeah,
will
yeah,
do
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. I can give them that. They can be terrible in the league and go ahead and win the Champions League. They are that kind of team. So yeah. Kalito, it's been great having you on Footie
Yeah.
Central. Thanks for
Um,
coming on and
like,
talking football with me. I hope to see you again. I hope you jump on the live stream again really soon. Thanks for
definitely.
coming. Shout out to everybody that tuned in and for the likes. I'll see you guys in the next video.
All
Peace.
right, man. Yeah, peace, man. Bless.
Yeah.